Hi everyone. Total quality management means totally everybody is involved. It's not the product quality. It is not the quality of raw material. It is the quality of the culture of the organization. Please understand that. So, we need to know what are the subsystems which have to be addressed. That is the purpose of today's episode. So, the question is, how do we make TQM as a way of life? See, normally in a quality management system, the product is assessed whether is it okay, and there is a quality inspection department. Then if the department says okay, the product is passed to the market. Not okay, rejected. That's the old system. As I said, during 1980s, TQM started taking roots in organizations. Now, we are trying to take TQM to educational institutions. Okay? Now, see, there are two things you need to address when it comes to total quality. One is the principles and values, like customer focus, process control, like how the teaching is taking place in the classroom, facilities in the school, right? The infrastructure. Teamwork is very, very important, right? Employee fulfillment and empowerment, everybody should feel empowered. You know, empowered means the power is installed in every person, right? Continuous improvement, Kaizen, we are going to discuss it later, right? Based decisions based on facts. So we have to collect a lot of facts. We'll see in the problem solving section of this TQM that training and education absolutely important, and effective leadership. Now, without leadership support, as I said, either it will become a lip service or it become the flavor of the month, right? Then what are the techniques are very, very important. Techniques, self-assessment. That means every person is responsible for a quality of his process. For example, in a factory, a person is fitting this eraser. He is responsible for this process. Another person is fixing this tip. He is responsible for this process. Similarly, in a school, each teacher is responsible for the process. It is not for the head of the department to come and say that the teaching is not okay. It is not for the principal to coordinate. Every person, that's why I said in one of my previous episodes, in a textile mills, 5,000 employees, all the 5,000 felt that each is his own quality inspector. So every person, the telephone operator is responsible for her own quality of communication. The watchman is responsible for his own quality. The conductor is responsible for his own quality of treating the students, right? So that is what I said, self-assessment, quality function deployment. That means the quality function is deployed across the institution. It is not that there is a quality inspector, not that there is a floor supervisor in a school, not that the principal should have a departmental meeting, subject-wise meeting. It's deployed. Quality circles, we'll discuss it a little later. Supplier partnership. In a school, supplier, who are the suppliers? Leave alone those who supply the smart board, those who supply the books, those who supply the lab equipment. Another supplier, very, very important supplier who supplies, as I said in another episode, the raw material, which are the children. That's why the training should encompass, should cover the parents also, right? So, design of experiment, DOE, statistical process control, right? Quality control story, QC story, we are going to discuss. Benchmarking, right? That means an educational institution should benchmark its quality with respect to some of the best run institutions. It's what's happening exactly in an organization, right? Right? Quality control, 7 QC tools. We'll discuss it later, right? Flow charts and control charts. But then you know what happened? The biggest bottleneck in the TQM culture is people are afraid. People are afraid to give ideas. People are afraid to give suggestions. Somebody gives a command and people are obliged to act on that. This is the problem. So if there is no freedom of communication, freedom of expression, constructively of course, if there is no freedom in problem solving, there can be no TQM. Let me give you a very interesting story which came long ago. There was a cage, and in the cage 5 monkeys were put. A ladder was fixed and a banana was hung on the top of the ladder. So cage, 5 monkeys, ladder and banana. The experimenter were watching what's happening. One monkey started climbing up the ladder because it saw a banana. It tried to reach it, not able to get it. Then it started climbing the ladder. At that time, the experimenters poured ice cold water on this monkey. So it came down. Then a little while later, again it went up, ice cold water came down, it gave up. Then another monkey saw, he said, there is a banana there is a ladder there, why did you give up? So the second monkey started going up. The second monkey saw that there was something peculiar, there was a banana, there was a ladder, but the earlier monkey gave up, let me try. So the second monkey started going up. Again ice cold water was thrown on this monkey. It gave up. Then 2 monkeys were sitting. Third monkey noticed, come on, there is a banana, there is a ladder, why not we? These 2 monkeys kept quiet. The third monkey started going up. Again ice cold water. Then after that 5 monkeys were there. There was banana, there was a ladder, nobody was trying. 1 monkey was taken out of the 5 and a new monkey was introduced. The new monkey comes, it notices banana, notices a ladder, but other 4 monkeys were keeping quiet. So he started going up, no ice water was poured, but other 4 monkeys pounced on him and brought him down. The new monkey is wondering, come on, I wanted to go and get that banana, why you people are stopping? No answer. So the new monkey thought, oh, this is the social order in this place. Nobody should do anything. So the experimenter removed 1 more old monkey and brought a second new monkey. Now there are 3 old monkeys and 2 new monkeys. The newest monkey noticed something peculiar. There was a ladder, there was a banana, others were keeping quiet. It started going up. The 3 monkeys pounced on him. The previous monkey did not know why they were pouncing. At least the previous 3 monkeys experienced the cold water. But this monkey did not have that unpleasant experience. Because those 3 monkeys stopped him, this monkey also started pouncing. So, complete silence. The experimenter removed the 3rd monkey, old monkey, and brought a 3rd new monkey. The 3rd monkey comes, looks at it, peculiar thing. He starts going up. Then the 2 old monkeys and the other 2 new monkeys pounced on him. The other 2 monkeys also did not know why I should stop. It was evading the logic, but because of the others, over the next couple of attempts, after a while, all the 5 monkeys were new. They had never experienced the ice water bath. They want to have the banana. Because they were conditioned, they were keeping quiet. I keep saying this story whenever it comes to a teamwork or a creativity in an organization. TQM cannot flourish if there is fear. TQM cannot flourish if there is no teamwork. TQM cannot flourish and take roots if there is no creativity quotient. Right? So with this in mind, let me give a few input. Leadership is very, very critical. In fact, my TQM introduction in an education institution starts from the top. They have to be convinced because it calls for enormous investment of time and to some extent money. Confusion will be created. Right? Now, if you are going to focus on short-term results like mark and other things, you cannot implement TQM. So leadership is very, very important. The top and the middle level management should be trained because they should get involved. Later on in some other episode, I will explain to you the difference between leadership and management. Okay. Now, what is another important thing, as I said, is team building. Later on, when it comes to problem solving tools, quality circles, task forces, a team should be there. No politics in the school. No gossiping in the school. Right? So it's a team effort. It's a team effort. Later on, I will explain to you the components of teamwork in an organization. Right? A sound human resources administration. See, human resources administration is not salary administration. Many people are mistaken. Now, normally when you go and ask HR department, what is your function, sir? I recruit and every year increment is given. Salary administration, that is one component. Right? That's something like, maintaining a furniture in an organization. Right? Human resources management should cover training and development, right? Gap assessment in terms of skill set, right? Performance appraisal system, fairness of salary being administered, right? Is the organization ready to retain, maintain, sustain human resources, right? So, in fact, all those things I said, leadership development, team building, HR department should do. Like, so, it calls for strong HR department, small group activities like quality circles, cross-functional teams and task forces. Right? I'm only giving a few examples. As we proceed further, we should be able to see more. Right? Organization-wide communication for TQM. Everybody should know what is this for? Why TQM in an organization? In fact, there should be a lot of placards, there will be a lot of banners, there are a lot of celebrations across the year. Right? For example, you may celebrate a customer-friendly week or a parents-friendly week, invite parents to come and participate, take fivers to the homes of the parents and things like that. Right? Now, creativity and problem-solving mechanism, like for example, 7QC tools, suggestion scheme. Now, here again, if you go to some of the railway stations, you will find a box and that will be written complaints and suggestion box. Complaints and suggestion, that what it means is you drop a suggestion, I will decide whether it is a complaint or a suggestion. It's no, complaints are different, suggestions are different. So this is very, very important. I want to give a story of Fido and close this episode today. See, normally what happens, when a school is doing excellently well, nobody bothers about TQM. When a school is sick, there is no need to talk about TQM. In fact, that is the time when you have to talk about TQM. Right? So, I am going to give a story. The moral of the story is success kills creativity. Right? A school may be doing so well, and because it is doing so well, nobody talks about total quality. The story of Fido. There was a dog, a puppy, and there was a bone. Fido was very hungry as he walked down the day and saw a bone. on the other side of fence. And he tried to jump over the fence but failed. He tried to dig underneath and go and failed. Finally, in desperation, he started walking around the fence to the bone by chance. So he started walking around the fence. A happy Fido devours the bone. The next day, Fido walks down the same road and sees another bone at the same point. What will Fido do? Of course, Fido will take the same route and take the, but Fido should start thinking, was there any other way to get to the bone? This is what happens. The simpler route is what? The simpler route? Jumping. Right? Will Fido ever look for the shorter route? That side. Instead of this side, that side? No. Why? Why? Because Fido tasted success. The moral of the story is success kills creativity. The question we need to ask ourselves constantly, every day, is there a better, simpler way to do things? So, you know what happens in a school or in any organization, everybody comes to participate in improving the quality, total quality of the institution. So, I have tried to give in this episode what are the subsystems. And I want you to start doing a soul searching, wherever you are working, is it true? Right? And these subsystems, how are they working? I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I recommend you subscribe to the channel. And if you have any queries, please post it in the comments box. Press the bell button. Inform your other colleagues about this series of episodes. I'll see you in the next episode. All the best. Take care.
ABS Vidya Mandir, Tiruvallur.
ABS Vidya